The fact that you smoke weed and have done DMT and like
How did you know this? How did you know this?
I was like, he's one of us. I even told Jay, I was like, have you guys got to smoke together yet?
I think we have at some point or another, but I never really drank. Alcohol was never my thing. There was times I think when I was younger and going pretty hard on the road and stuff that I would, just because that was kind of just what you do.
Yeah.
But I never really liked alcohol, and I'd sit there and like weigh the benefits and like which one's worse for you and which one can ruin your life and which one's not going to ruin your life. It has always been the lesser of the two. Some of the best songs I've ever written in my career, I wrote just, after taking a little hit and just kind of letting it go. It sparks, some of the greatest records of all time are written stoned.
DMT is some heavy shit though. Like that's
crazy.
one thing that I'm scared of. How old were you when you did the
Well, I don't know, probably 21.
And you were just like, where were you at? Like a party and
So
everybody's
I was
passing
living,
around
this is crazy. I was living in Austin and I was living on the University of Texas's campus, what they call West Campus, but I never went to the University of Texas. But I was just living there and that's where I wrote that record, The Limestone Kid. But there was this kid that we had gone to high school. I didn't know him in high school, but my buddy did. He had gone to our high school and he was going to University of Texas and he was a chemist, I think. And he was like making it. Telling this now, I'm like, this is terrible that I.
This is wild.
Yeah, and it was on like a Monday morning on like the second store of this like co-op he was living in.
So this dude was making tea just in his house?
In he like a co-op, like they lived like, she had like random people that lived all in one house.
And what was it like whenever you took a hit of the tea?
It just, it was really strange. Like, and it sounds really honestly like a lie. Like I'm making it up, but I'm not. He had a fire escape outside of his window. So I was like sitting on the fire escape outside the window and just saw my mom used to take us to like this bed and breakfast for like summer vacation for a few days in the summertime in the hill country in Fredericksburg on the river. And like I saw that and it didn't last very long.
Yeah.
It was pretty quick. It felt longer than it really was. I think it was, maybe less than a couple minutes, but it wasn't anything like tripping out, like going crazy. It was just, and then afterwards I was extremely calm, kind of rejuvenated, felt crazy clarity mentally.
Yeah. Would you do it again?
I think so.
Yeah. From the same chemist, or would you want to get it?
I don't know.
Else?
I went hard for a long time. It kind of got out of hand there for a little while at one point. And I just, I didn't like go to rehab or like go do anything crazy. I just I didn't want to disappoint my family. I was like, my career was going really well. And I was like, man, I'm not the kind that can hold all this together while living like this. Like I have to get it. I got to get my together.